Hi, it's me, Bam, and welcome to a Devstream recap. This is the recap for Devstream 139. Now, they talked about a lot of stuff. So a lot of stuff was talked about here. I don't have that many assets, but the assets I do have, I will show you guys as I go over the stuff. Two of them are for the same thing and whatnot. This is the agenda asset that you guys are looking at now. This is everything they talked about. I will try to go in order. My notes aren't written in order, but I'll try to go in order. But first, we will do a little bit of housekeeping. Lotus is a spirit in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I did a video of that not too long ago. I'll link it top right hand corner. Gift of the Lotus alerts are available for 24 hours from the time of this video's uploading, or maybe about 20 hours from the time of this video's uploading on all platforms that natively play Warframe, so PC, PS4, Xbox One, and the Nintendo Switch. Gift of the Lotus alerts for you. Have fun with that. They released the day, well, the month, they said. The month that Operation Scarlet Fear will be available, which the month is actually sooner than you think. They said early March. I'm not really sure if they meant early March, but they said early March. Either way, early March is next month. Today it's February. It's almost March. In a few days it will be March. So I'm curious about that because they said that a mainline update will happen before this update. So I'm not entirely sure what's going to be the case here. This, I may as well bring this up. It's brought up with Railjack. These are the orders of the quest. The Chimera era, then we don't know yet, which does bring us to our next topic, which is Railjack onboard changes. Okay. So, I don't know by how much or if they're just eliminating it altogether, but they are reducing the cost of building a Railjack, which is good because I know a lot of people have stopped by my stream and said, oh, it's so much money, it's all these resources, 1,000,000 credits, and I'm only at the first part. Actually, I told someone the other day that the 1,000,000 is just for the first part. There's more steps, and each step is 1,000,000. And then he was like, oh, I guess I'm not doing it anytime soon. So, yeah, it's very discouraging for people. What they are doing, though, if you did if you have a Railjack and everything, because you spent all the resources, they are doing a sort of rebate refund type thing. They're giving you most of your resources back that you spent, and they're giving you I believe it's two repair other repair drones. Still don't know what those are really useful, but okay, fine, whatever. Okay, and they are fixing some other Railjack bugs. Whenever they do, there'll be like a bunch of pages of the fixing. I'm glad they're fixing Railjack bugs. I'm glad they're making Railjack more accessible by everyone. I'm glad they are doing all that. That's just real good. Now, let's look at what you guys see on here next. armor, health, shield. We are finally getting armor. We are finally getting armor scaling, health scaling, and shield scaling. Basically, what's going to happen is the armor scaling will be toned down a bit, so it will sort of normalize the higher level it goes, and the enemies go instead of just skyrocketing to the top. So hopefully that will make it so everyone doesn't feel like they have to use cursor projection and whatnot. And in addition to that, the infected aren't being forgotten about. They are getting increased damage. Yeah, they will do damage. I believe Rebecca phrased it as something like, if they get close to you, the super awesome space ninja, you're going to get hit for a bit more. Which is fine, because shield gating and aimbots, I guess I'll cover aimbots. Basically, the AI is going to hit a bit worse now. Don't really know about that. It's a bit fuzzy math. Shield gating, like I said, for those of you guys that don't know what shield gating is, Hildren had shield gating. So what will happen is, if you get hit, say you get hit enough to lose all of your health. Lose all of your shield. Your shield will go down, you'll get about maybe a second of invulnerability. And then, your health could eventually go down too, if you don't move out of dodge or anything like that. Well, yeah, we are all going to have this on all the frames, and the enemy is going to have this too. But the enemy is going to have overkill damage up to 5% overkill, so it will go into their health before shield gating kicks in for them. Unless you hit them in a critical spot, then it's just game over for them. We don't have a critical spot, so they can't just one-shot us anymore, which a lot of people are very happy about. I'm happy about too, because of the fact that it seems like they are going to nerf something which I use a lot. We'll talk a bit about it later. Okay. So, excavator health and shield scaling changes. So, the excavators in excavator missions will scale with the level of the enemies in that mission, thankfully. It's about time, right? That's what we need. I don't know if the level will actually say it's higher or not, but the shields and health will scale, which is very good, I think. I think it's a welcome change. Very welcome change. Now, Titania and Bobbin tricks. I believe Bobbin is getting a tiny bit more armor, and Titania, about a Devstream or two ago, they talked about some big Titania changes, so I'm not going to go over all of them again. But basically, her lantern is going to be the enemy's going to stay still now instead of move, so on and so forth. UI changes. I get field of view increase. Let's cover that now. It's going to be with the UI changes, and that's cool. Reward changes. All the super basic 1,000 credits, whatever you get on Earth and through the star chart, those are going to be removed altogether. So that's a little bit of a good base damage. 100 times restore blueprints. Now, I like that a lot because those of you guys that watch my streams know that I like to just build stuff in my spare time. Like, I have a ridiculous amount of energy restored and restored. So that would be cool. Now, DE, if you're listening, what I'd like you to do is do 100 times for a cipher. That would be amazing. The max you can do with a cipher at the moment is 10 times, so 100 times would be awesome. Okay, there is something here. Oh, it is. We'll go about it in a bit. Sentinel mods. Okay, so now you can share mods. Like, say your Sentinel weapon will have a weapon a mod that your weapon currently uses. Well, now you can actually share it without having to get a second one, which is good. I mean, I already spent a lot of whatnot on it in the past on getting a second one, but this is a pretty welcome change, especially with certain mods that are just daily login rewards and you couldn't get another one anyway. So, welcome change. Now the Arcane, I do not think I like the Arcane things. Okay. So, Arcane changes. Not only are they going to look at each Arcane and buff and nerf accordingly, because their goal is they want all Arcanes to be somewhat useful to people. Right now, let's face it, most people just use Arcane Guardian, Arcane Grace, and Arcane Energize. That's all they use. So they're trying to buff and nerf other stuff. They're also going to make it so you can't stack certain Arcanes. We don't know yet, but I can only assume all the greater legendary Arcanes won't be stackable. I don't know yet though, but to combat that, they are increasing Arcane to rank 5. I don't know if it's all Arcanes to rank 5 or only legendary Arcanes. We'll have to see about that. So I'm a bit iffy about that because on my Anaras I used an Arcane Grace and an Arcane Guardian, so I know those are two different Arcanes, but if they decide to nerf Arcane Grace, because they also talked about the idea of making it so there's a certain cooldown period before an Arcane can activate again, which really kind of sucks. I mean, I get where they're coming from. Arcane shouldn't be the end all be all like they are now. But at the same time, I feel like that Arcanes are one of the things that some of it worked real hard to get Arcanes. I mean, back in the raid, which is where I acquired most of my Arcane Grace, these were back in the days of the raid. Good times. But yeah, that wasn't the easiest thing to do in the world. Now I'm going to have a lot of people in the comment section, but fam, it was super easy, you just suck at the game. Well, maybe so, but yeah. Okay. Greater than 100% status, having meaning. Okay. So this is coupled with a shotgun buff or nerf. I don't know yet. We will have to wait to see. But basically, what they're planning to do, first of all, they're increasing the status percent of the status mods. You know, just the straight up status mod, not the dual damage status mods. Just the status mods, and then they're making it for so shotguns, each tell it has a certain number that they do, and anything over 100% apparently has a chance to double roll. And he said some other stuff, but it wasn't set in stone yet. Grenades will have markers, and they kind of joked, but not joked, about making it so Grendel will be able to eat grenades. And on that note of weird frame mechanics, apparently you will be able to shoot through Nova's wormhole now. So that's a thing. That's fine. Okay, like shoot your weapon. Okay, Kuvalich and Murmur fixes. Okay, so recently they made it so if you kill your lich, there's quality of whip doesn't get, intelligent towards their next lich information. Well, they are reverting that change. Let's see, Deferred Rendering preview is opt-in, HDR is opt-in. It's going to be on PC at first, then they're going to try to get to console. Now, all of this I mentioned on this agenda right here, it's supposed to come before Operation Scarlet, but I don't know if it can. If I am right, and they did absolutely say that Operation Scarlet Spirit early March, that means this would have to be shipped like as early as next week on PC. That date, just like all other dates, are PC. There's a PC date, but we'll see what happens there. I know this video had lasted a bit longer. Hopefully you guys, listened, watched it, enjoyed it. That was my opinions on it. That's what happened in the Devstream. I'm going to get this out to you as soon as possible. And hopefully you guys aren't tired of my video today. I know this is like the third video I posted just today. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in a future video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And yeah, later.